Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RDA. This is your Manchester United vs Newcastle match preview. It's the big one. We waited all week. Very excited. The excitement's given me the biggest headache of my life. But anyway, smash the like, subscribe if you're new, gentlemen. I must ask you all before we get into it. Before we get into the tactics, this team on my left, a beautiful team on my left. All the score predictions. International break is over. Finally, it always feels like the days just go longer when it's on. But I must ask you guys how you're feeling and how are the excitement levels heading in towards Cristiano Ronaldo's debut Manchester United game for the second time, actually. Second debut.
Yeah, no, international football's whack. Maybe we should just scrap it, really. Like, why do we still play it? Who cares? Who cares? So
Make it a franchise league as well.
I haven't been watching that, but yeah, Ronaldo Day is coming soon, and I'm excited.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we can all say just international friendlies are a waste of time. I know there were some World Cup qualifiers, but jeez, it was boring.
Yeah.
I didn't watch any of the games. Really not.
Steve's going to the World Cup.
I only watched I watched the Portugal game obviously because of Ronaldo. I watched one England game and that was it. That's all I could watch. Because other
No,
than that,
international break's just been dull. Especially after the excitement of the Euros, international football's just dead
it's
for
just
9 hours.
there's no real purpose to it. It's just like it is what it is.
Exactly. It's just a break from club football, which is beautiful. And you've got the
However-
man of
Exactly. However, it's given us a blessing, and that is Fred is banned for this game. He should be banned for this game, and should be banned for the next 5 days. So, I'll say it as it is. I'm happy about it. I don't care if United play or whatever support back. No, don't care. Doesn't deserve to play. Whether or not, all you should have dropped him because of how he's been playing. But I'll take this. I'll take this as well. Does that mean I think Donny's gonna play? No. I still think Donny will not play, despite Scott being out, Fred being out. I don't think Donny will get his chance either. And obviously, Donny had that whole interview and things, but we'll get into it. But yeah, before we get into the Newcastle game, Ronaldo video was released today from Manchester United. Just a short, basic video of him exiting the tunnel, and with some music. Yeah, I sent it on the group. If you didn't see it, you can watch it later. But it's just a quick little video, very nice. Saying, and then afterwards they sent another one saying basically he's home, whatever. But yeah, I'm sure you'll watch that later. And then he's also come out with a few some quotes and comments about everything. And he said he was asked about his celebration. He said for sure he will do that if he scores. He said he's here to make history and put United where they deserve to be. He said, of course I'll be nervous on Saturday, but I'm more mature, more experienced. I'll be prepared. I'm going to make pressure to Oli now to start in the 11, so I am ready. So already he's putting pressure on Oli to basically say, I better be starting or there will be trouble. And then he was asked about his debut against Bolton. I guess that's when he first ever came to United. He said he was nervous back then, didn't expect to play because when he signed for United, he thought that he would be back in Portugal for 1 more year. So Alex Ferguson said, no, you're going to stay here. So didn't get loaned back. He's just talking about his past. He said people speak about the age, but they should know I'm different. I am different. I'm different than the rest of the people. I show off all time year by year, and this year will be the same. He said, the new players, the new lads, the young lads, I think they have huge potential. I'm here again to win, to make history. He said, we have good memories, but this is a new time, new generation. I'm here to win again. He also said, so glad, so happy to be back. I never thought I'd be back again, but I'm so proud, I'm so excited, and I'm looking forward to starting in the best way. I'm happy, my family is happy, my kids, everybody is happy, and it feels like home. And then boys, he's got a lot. I'm going to read them all. I didn't realize there were this many, but I'm going to read them all because I can't get enough of Ronaldo. He said, I'm capable, me and my teammates, I'm ready to go. It is a good chance for me, for the supporters, for the club to get one step ahead. I'm ready, and I think I'll be a huge thing in the next 3 or 4 years. That's what Ronaldo is saying. This guy, he doesn't let off. And he says the best one, the last one. He said, this is why I'm here to win trophies. I'm not here for a vacation. As I told you before, it was good winning important things, and I wore the shirt before many years ago, but I'm here to win again. And that is Cristiano Ronaldo for you to T. Doesn't let off. I'm going to be here for another 3 to 4 years. Oof. I got no complaints about that. putting pressure on Oli to play already in the starting 11. Got no complaints about that. Gentlemen, what do you have to say about those quotes from Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah, no, that's some encouraging stuff as a United fan because just the confidence, and he can back it up. Wherever this guy's gone, he's come with trophies. So just to hear him speak like this, just to look at his track record, is just amazing, really. And the fact that he's publicly saying he's going to put pressure on Ole. For me, that's confirmation he's going to start. Because there's no way in hell. Ole saying start me to Ole, and Ole saying no. No disrespect to Ole, but I just don't see it, to be honest. So, yeah, no, it's exciting stuff, really. And I'm excited to see what this guy can give us.
Okay.
Yeah, it's time to run it back. That's all it is. It's time to run it back. This is a serial winner, and he's here to win and score goals. And I just could not be more excited. It's Cristiano Ronaldo, guys. We literally have posters of him in our bedroom.
Literally.
Like, what is this?
Exactly.
And
I was
he's
actually
back.
gonna ask. I don't know if you guys have been feeling the same way, but even after the videos, after the pictures, the training, it still hasn't really hit me that this is reality. I message my one friend Sipo if he's watching. Shout out to him. But I message him every morning, whatever, and I'm like, Sipo, I just every day I wake up, it just doesn't feel real. Just does not feel like a reality. I don't know if you guys, do you guys feel like that as well?
For me, it was mad at the beginning, then it got better. It became a bit more realistic. And then those pictures came out. He was talking to Ollie, and I was like, what?
Oh.
Because in one of the pictures, it looks like Ollie, like not speaking down to him, but he's like telling him something.
Telling him, like, with the
from
pointing
sense of
and everything.
authority. It's like, Ollie's managing Ronaldo. The world doesn't make sense. So yeah, it's astonishing, honestly.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure as soon as that whistle blows on Saturday, everything will soon become a reality. And
I'll just score his hat-trick and be a cult legend forever again.
I can't wait till Saturday. I don't think we're ever gonna have an atmosphere in a stadium, or as big as a boost as we are gonna have on Saturday. I just think I can't wait for it. I want to see how the fans is. My TV's gonna be on full blast. I can't imagine. The whole, I always watch the Premier League shows before, like the weekend starts, the game week starts, and I can just tell you now, it's just gonna be flogged Ronaldo every single day of the weekend, and it's one of the first few games, so it will all be happening very, very soon. However, let's talk about this match game, because this is what it's all about now. We are playing Newcastle at home at Old Trafford. Sold out completely. No tickets available, as you can imagine. Obvious question, first of all, boys, is he going to get his debut starting already, straight off the bat?
Yeah, like I said, I just don't see a world where Ronaldo says start me and all doesn't. I mean, he starts Rashford with injury after injury, so he can't now be implementing a double standard, and it's Ronaldo. I think we can expect Ronaldo's going to get special treatment, and he deserves it, really. So I'm expecting him to start, and I'm expecting him to score.
As simple as that, really, I think. As much as Oli can be just Oli and his double standards of how he treats players, this is Cristiano Ronaldo. I do not care who Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is. I do not care who the management team is. You pick him. This man came back from international break early to train with the squad. Admittedly because of suspension, but still, he was there early. He has no excuse not to start. He's fully fit. He's been training for a week. And there's no excuses right now. I would genuinely sack him on the day, even if we won 7-0. Genuinely. Don't care. Get out. You're not starting Ronaldo. Game 1! I'm gonna... No.
Yeah, I don't think even Oli could do something like that this weekend, But, in terms of the game, how it's going to plan out, usually in the past when we've played Newcastle, obviously Bruno had a great game against Newcastle where we pulled it back to win, but there has been those long stuff moments where we got bantered or whatever. And you know how it is with Manchester United in the past, playing low block teams and just, smaller teams. All of a sudden, they turn into prime Barcelona. We don't play the best football, slip-ups can happen. But do you guys expect Oli and Manchester United to change things this weekend now? From now on, from this point forward, you got to start things differently. You got to start picking the right team. You got to start playing a better brand of football. You got to start dominating teams. We need to start becoming the old Manchester United where when you walk and you play us, you're already scared. Do you think that's going to start to happen now? And will it start happening this Saturday?
I think with the level of play we have now and the fans being back, I do think Old Trafford is going to be more of a fortress this year. I do
Yeah.
see us having much better performances there. But because the manager's Ole, I still do think we'll have slow starts. Here and there, we'll still have slow starts. I don't think we can get away from that. But I do think we'll show more of ourselves at home. That we're a big team. When you come to our stadium, you're gonna be troubled. And what's gonna help us with that is that if a Bruno, a Sancho,
Mm,
a Shaw looks up,
mm.
Don't
Ronaldo.
know how you can ever like play badly with a team that sounds like that. Just Bruno, Shaw, Pogba, Sancho, Mason. What? How are you going to screw this up?
Ole will. Ole will find
I
a way to
don't
screw
know
it
how
up.
you screw this
Uh,
up.
But on top of that, when they
Oh,
look up, they see Ronaldo. Just give him the ball.
literally,
He
give him
will
the ball. Let him do
score.
his thing.
We will
Go.
win. Simple. So this guy. Like, I've been hearing people talking now, comparing him to Kane, maybe comparing him to Lukaku, and like, I just think to myself, are you mental? Like, you have serious
There's some
issues.
leaks here. I agree. I fully agree.
Lukaku said it
It's
himself. I
obviously.
told you on our last
Yeah.
show. I don't know if
Uh,
Clay heard it, but Lukaku
I saw
basically
the
said,
news.
yeah, don't ever
Don't even
mention
put me in
me.
the same
Exactly.
bracket.
Don't ever
Yeah,
mention
not
Cristiano
even
Ronaldo.
close.
So
He's
yeah.
literally one of the greatest all-time scorers ever, and you're comparing him to Harry, Brits, to Kane, and
exactly.
Lukaku, who was the most unfit player when he was in England.
Yeah.
Honestly, that
This
is
guy
not
scores.
not incomparable.
This guy
Not
scores at his best pretty much every game. So,
exactly.
like, and we finished 12 points behind Man City. Like, how Ole can't
Ronaldo
make
makes
up
up
those
12
12 points
points.
with Ronaldo, Sancho, and Varane
You
would boggle my mind. But let's see.
Yeah.
again, it's title challenger broke. It really is. I don't know how we screwed this up. I really don't.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Cristiano Ronaldo, guys. How did we screw this up? I am ready to be let down. I'm ready to be.
So even Clay is going to just say, no matter what happens, things are going to change now. They
I
just
don't
have
know.
to change. Just naturally, even without Oli, they just have to naturally change.
Yeah.
And as much as I would love to be pragmatic, and say, it is Oli,
Oh,
we're still not going to win anything, even with this team, and that's why I'm going to be Oli out, and that's why you should get fired at the end. But it's hard not to be excited by this Manchester United team. I mean, there's so many players. I think since we've announced Ronaldo, I've been definitely one of them. Where it's just like I've forgotten about everyone else who played for Manchester United. I forgot that we have
exactly.
Varane. I forget that we have Sancho. I forget that we have Rashford, Martial, Cavani, Greenwood, even Bruno now. I haven't heard any Bruno prop in a week. I haven't heard any Pogba prop. I haven't had any other prop besides Ronaldo, and obviously that's natural. But let's not forget, before Ronaldo came, people like Bruno were there. People like Lucho stepped up. People like Varane. Before Ronaldo came, Varane had his first game, man of the match. Man of the match. People like De Gea. He has been phenomenal at the start of the season. This team is ready to win trophies. And it has to win
And
trophies.
everything.
Ronaldo
Agreed.
is the cherry on the cake. And I think Oli, it's very hard to get this wrong now. It's extremely hard to get this wrong. If you do, I'm gonna give you a 10 this weekend. Like if you can lose this weekend, you're getting a 10 from me. That's phenomenal.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
how
not
I don't know how you can lose this weekend, but you'll get a 10 from me if you lose this weekend. Because it'll take a miracle. And all due respect to Newcastle, I mean, it is what it is. We got this team which we'll get to. But do not disrespect Newcastle completely and to speak a little bit about them. Obviously, Steve Bruce is their manager. I think Callum Wilson is even a doubt for this game. Saint Maximum has been looking good.
It's
To be
always a
to be
doubt,
fair,
admittedly.
but yeah, Newcastle and Newcastle. But what would you guys do if you were in Newcastle situation? If you were in Steve Bruce's shoes, what would you do this weekend? Would you actually think there's a way to get a result over United this weekend?
Like, have we lost to this team? And like, when was the last time we lost to this
The
team?
long
Last
stuff. The
season,
long stuff.
last
The long
season,
stuff, long stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of feel like
last season or the season before.
I kind of feel like, and I know a big team must never be bad. Like, a big team must always be of a decent standard. But I kind of feel like, and this is very disrespectful, as one of the big hitters, you never really lose to Newcastle because they were good. I kind of feel like whenever it happens, you are just really, really, really bad at that moment. And what I'm trying to say is, I've never really associate them with playing a progressive style of
100%.
football or having an identity. Even I think only after under Benitez maybe, where they kind of form an identity and it was very negative even.
Yeah.
So they just don't have that, you know. It's just extremely, extremely hot and cold, and they tend to have very poor starts, up and down throughout the middle of the season, and then somehow Steve Bruce does the magic at the end, you know. But you don't even notice them. But somehow they grind it through. So yeah, I am
Exactly.
not expecting any trouble from Newcastle, especially with the team that we have. Like as I keep saying, all I can chill at home. You know, he can chill with his wife, his kids, watch the game.
That's
Can't even watch the
already
game on
more than
TV.
good enough. They don't
Can't even
need
watch it on
that.
TV. Listen on the radio.
All you can be is PE teach
Smash
yourself.
them.
Do it. Go smash, boys. Oh, they will. That's the thing. The
Yeah.
squad's that good. It really is right now. Steve Bruce is genuinely what Ollie would be if he had a shit squad. The exact same coach. It genuinely is the exact same
I
coach.
don't get relegated.
Very negative styles of football and just very counter-attack heavy. And we'll see that. But again, with Varane looking like he is, with our just attacking lineup looking like it is, I don't see a way in how Newcastle can pull this off. They genuinely need to be playing 7 at the back. Hope that their 3 fast pairs forwards would do something. That's about it. That's all I got for Newcastle. Good luck, Bruce.
To be honest with you, my only hope is, well, if I was a Newcastle fan, is that, this is the Premier League after all, like we've said before, So in the Premier League, you think anything can happen. Anything can happen. It shouldn't. It shouldn't happen to us. By no means it should happen. And if it does happen, I will be fuming. Like I said, I will be fuming, and I will give Ollie that 10 for that disaster class, because I don't know how he'd be able to do it. But
Exactly.
for Newcastle, if there are any Newcastle fans watching, yeah, at least you get to watch Ronaldo on the weekend. I mean, that's a positive. Other than that, I mean, at best.
Guys will hopefully stay up. It's just a blip.
Yeah,
We're just
I mean, at best this weekend, if I was you guys, I just hope it's under 3. I'll be honest. Just make sure it's under 3.
Under 9, boy. You don't want to break the record again.
Oh wow.
Ronaldo's back in no fans. It's happening, okay?
Well,
You hope for
It's a-
it not be 9.
well, we have to speak about our team now as well. So,
Uh,
Manchester United, with the star-studded squad on my left, with players missing as well in that squad. But, first of all, I must ask, are we actually going to create enough chances for Ronaldo, or do you think it doesn't even matter?
right. I'll say that right away.
I think players like Sancho become very important in that
Yeah.
in that because we struggled with that a lot last season. But I think Rashford didn't really help in that situation. Dan James didn't really help in that situation. And Mason Greenwood, as much as he got better at it, it still wasn't his MO really.
Yeah.
We could play Pogba on the left and play Sancho on the right, and creativity would be galore. But then we'd be creating a massive hole in the midfield, even against Newcastle. We're giving them a way in.
Totally.
What am I saying though? Because the weaknesses aren't even fit, so they can't play.
One
So,
is
Yeah.
banned,
ultimately,
the other one just
Another
came from
one's
surgery.
injured.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. But with Ole, you never know. But okay, I'm kidding.
Exos,
But-
get on touches. Go.
Yeah, when I think of it like that, there is really a weakness because if Pogba plays on the left, then Donny plays in the middle. Actually, that's what I want.
Good.
Pogba left, Sancho on the right,
Oh
Donny
my
with
gosh.
Matic.
Ronaldo's actually scored 5 goals in his debut.
well,
Newcastle's
Oh.
finished.
let's just go straight to it. Let's just go straight into it. Okay.
Yeah.
The goalkeeper is not changing. Dino's back. Everyone's back. I don't know if Clay also knew about that, but I told Moloto, and we found it very funny how Alex Telles, Phil Jones, Dean Henderson. As soon as Ronaldo is back, it starts training. The whole world is
starting.
fit. Everyone is fit. All of a sudden, people who could be
Oh.
out for months, out for years, they're all back. Everyone's back. Everyone's training. Everyone's willing to be a part of the team. But I don't blame them. It's Ronaldo. That's what Ronaldo will do to you. But De Gea, I think he deserves to start. He will start. The back line, it'll remain the same. I don't think there's any reasons to change. However, there is a bit slight concerns I have, and that's with people like Maguire, people like Shaw, even Varane and Pogba and Bruno to an extent. They have been playing a lot of football actually recently. They probably only flew back to Manchester today. They probably only got back
Really?
today.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have trained with Ronaldo or anything like that. And I just wonder how much Oli would take that into consideration. But I think Maguire and Shaw would play anyways. The only doubt I would have is actually Paul Pogba. Would he play Paul Pogba if he was tired? Because we know Pogba could be, well, not could be, he is injury prone. So, will he play Pogba? I would think so, but I don't know. I don't know. And if I was Oli and we had to do a famous Oli tactic, and that is to change something about the whiteboard every single week, there's always one thing that's different. Whether it's a Dan James, which can't happen obviously, or something. I just have a feeling it could be Paul Pogba. Or it could, and who it would be for? I don't know. Maybe you will force McTominay back in, or maybe you will play Donny. I don't know. However, I think this midfield, Matic, Pogba, will probably be the pivot. He won't play Donny. I've got no faith. I've got zero faith that he'll play Donny, even despite saying that I want you to stay and all that things. Yeah, Bruno's Bruno. Don't care that we signed Ronaldo. Don't care we signed Sancho, Varane. Bruno's Bruno. He's still number one name in the team.
Yeah.
He's there. Then for me, you can't drop Mason Greenwood. He deserves to play. He didn't go with England, so he's not fatigued. He's not tired. He's in the form of his life. He deserves to play for Manchester United. So he stays. Sancho didn't go. He came back. He withdrew because of the knock, but he's been training, like I said. So, and Rashford's still probably out. So I would play Sancho on the left. Oli clearly, for some reason, only plays Sancho on the left. So I think, why not play Sancho? He likes Sancho. He wanted Sancho for 5 minutes.
One of the last.
For 5 minutes. Yeah. For 5 minutes, we took him off afterwards.
I just think he's gonna rotate him a lot. I don't know if that's a good idea, but yeah, I think he will.
I want to talk about Sancho after that, and then obviously Ronaldo will start right up top. But yeah, you guys have got any concerns or what you think would change?
With Pogba, Pogba must play. He came like last after the preseason, so he must miss. He got enough break, and I think he will play. I think he will, and I think Donny won't play because Pogba and Sancho have to play in Ole's mind. I think Sancho already is probably more of a favorite for Ole than Donny ever will be. So that's what I see. And you're right. I'd said maybe don't play Mason and play Sancho and then play Pogba on the left and then play Donny. But then it's not fair on Mason really because he's probably been our best player in the last few games. So yeah, I guess this team is the team, I guess, that makes the most sense. Maybe some would shout for Sancho to be dropped, but I kind of feel like, the guy has been here for 2 minutes. He's a world-class talent. We've seen that. So I have to give him the benefit of the doubt. Mm-hmm. And I kind of feel like it's the first game at home with... first game at home he might start. Yeah. First game at home he might start with 75,000.
Even Varane. Maybe Varane's first started.
Yeah. Varane after the last performance, he must definitely start. If I saw Lindelof, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I'd do with myself. I'll pull my hair out maybe. But yeah, I think Sancho will have probably, I'm predicting he'll have his best game if he starts.
Okay.
So far.
Clay?
I can see that happening. I'm not too worried about Sean Maguire since I only really played 90 minutes for England in total, so
they played 2
not
games
the end of the world. They didn't play the first game. I checked.
Oh, okay.
So I just double checked.
No, it can't be. They had to have played first. I watched that game.
Cody and Mings played the first game, and Trippier played left back again. Jordan played he played the full 90 in the second game. Maguire played the full 90 in the second game.
What game is that? Is
the 4-0 Estonia game or whatever it was? Andorra game.
The Andorra game?
Yeah, the Andorra game.
Andorra, they haven't played
yet.
Yet.
Bamford got his
Andorra says they're playing on the 9th of October.
They played, but it's Bamford's debut, boy. Come on.
Boy.
You're behind.
They play, Luke Shaw and Maguire played against Hungary.
Poland.
And they played against Hungary.
Okay, the Hungary game as well.
Hungary game, yeah, that's the thing. Because I remember Luke Shaw got an assist to Harry Maguire's header.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I remember. It's the only England game I watched.
2 games.
Yeah,
Maguire scored.
And Maguire scored, yeah.
Okay,
he hit the post,
in
the last game as well.
A little bit more worried then. Since I thought it was 2 games and then searched for 3.
Yeah, it's 3 games.
But yeah, there's 3 games. So the Andorra game they didn't play, and then they played the most recent game again. Yeah, I've played a decent amount of football then. Okay, so maybe a slight concern, but we all know Shaw's going to be playing. I doubt Maguire's a rotation risk nonetheless.
Yeah.
Maguire's basically the most unrotation risk in this team, really.
A lot of people won't play. 90 because we have Champions League next week.
We have Champions League as well.
I mean, it's
That's-
young boys
that's-
for the first game. We can take that a little bit for granted and
Okay.
play a Lindelof if we need to, you know?
Okay.
I don't
I
mind.
think yeah.
Yeah, Lindelof should be playing in that game.
Exactly.
Schaber took back that.
So
Actually,
I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried at all. We have the squad depth. You really, really do have the squad depth. We're okay to go full force against Newcastle despite the international break. Matic didn't get called up at all, did he? I don't think he's been called up in a
I think
minute.
he's retired from international duty. So
Yeah, exactly. I haven't seen him much. Aaron obviously didn't go. Pogba, it was phenomenal for France, so there's no reason he shouldn't be playing again.
back to
He
back,
had man of the match
matches.
performances, yeah.
Back to back.
Bruno's always sublime, and
Bruno
he
also
scored-
after Ronaldo. Yeah, after Ronaldo got suspended, Bruno turned up. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know how you go wrong with this team right now.
Should that be a
Sancho.
worry?
Hmm?
On the side notes,
Mhm.
is there an argument to that Bruno can't play with Ronaldo?
No,
No.
no argument right now. We'll see if they don't work after 5 games, then we can have this conversation. But
Oh,
Portugal's
but-
just a different system completely.
Yeah.
I don't think we can compare apples to oranges right now, just yet.
The one thing, at least with Oli, is that he at least allows Bruno to do whatever. The Portuguese manager, I don't know what he tells Bruno, but oh my god, he
Yeah.
does
Bruno
not respect
really is.
Bruno at all. So
Bruno's not as direct in Portugal's
it's not
system.
as direct,
And yeah. I think just that over the top ball, Ronaldo's running onto it, he's still very pacey, gladly catch those balls, he's going to finish them 9 or 10 times. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Ronaldo's hat-trick be assisted by Bruno, honestly. But that kind of just system that we got going on. We score a shit ton of goals,
Yeah.
and our forward line's only improved. I don't know how we can screw this up. Our team is phenomenal, and there shouldn't be any real rotation risk. Maybe Sancho if he's not 100% fit, but that's a big if, because he should be fully fit. He's been training all the international break, basically.
yeah.
So, yeah, this should be no rotation, should be that squad. If it isn't, I'd be very surprised. And if Ali plays Donny instead of Matic, he gets a round of applause despite whatever
I was just about
happens.
to say. I was literally just about to say that. I was going to say,
Only thing that
this
can
team
change.
looks amazing. But imagine I just do one little change.
Watch.
Just one little change.
We'll actually smack them for 10.
We said, Donny, we didn't say, Donny himself said, I can play at 6 if I wanted to.
Not first time. You said it when he came as well.
Now,
So they can-
all of a sudden, one name makes this team look dangerous. This team is...
That team's after suddenly, it's done.
It could be our best starting 11. And that's what I wanted to ask you guys next, because obviously we're playing Newcastle, so people like Rashford, he's probably not back yet. Cavani just probably won't play. I don't even know if Cavani trained in the last training session. No,
Care anymore.
Nobody cares anymore, yeah, to be fair. So, but someone also, again, someone like Martial, he was picked for France. He did very well for France as well. There are a few players missing from the squad. What is the best starting 11 for Manchester United? Because, like, I just changed one name there. Donny came in, and now all of a sudden this team looks arguably perfect. If Oli picked that team against Newcastle, we would be like, okay, nah, we're in for a season. Now we're in for a proper season.
Yeah. I think Ollie's a bit of a hypocrite in the sense that when he started playing Fred, he basically played him into form. Because there was a long time when Fred just didn't play under Mourinho, and when Ollie came. And eventually he had no other choice. So he played Fred game out. And we saw, hey, there's actually kind of a decent player in there. So he's not affording Donny the same opportunity because you need those games. Training is not enough. In terms of this being our best 11, I guess on paper because it's Donny, Pogba, Bruno, but then I still worry about Pogba's defensive side. I won't lie.
We don't defend.
I don't know if I'm exaggerating it.
If
Maybe I am.
Ali uses half a brain cell, just make Donny the DM. That's all it takes, okay?
Is he?
Ali will definitely make Pogba play DM, we know this, but still, we know that Pogba's shit defensively. We should trust Donny with the responsibilities, because he can do it. He's decent at everything.
He can do it
He's
alone,
such a
though.
good all-round player.
Can do it alone. Should it be a matter of doing what we do with McFred, but just more efficient? So
In a way,
I don't know.
I don't defend. They will play strikers, all of them. From
Let me just
Pogba
put this
to
thought.
play up strikers.
Go.
Let me just put this thought. What if Pogba moves to the left?
Okay.
Sancho and Mason rotate. No, Sancho and Mason rotate on the right, and then Scott comes in. I don't know what you guys would think about that.
Like I've said, I'm done with both of them. That would be my team for this weekend at least. They would never walk in. That would be my midfield. I wouldn't know what defense is. I'll be honest with you. Don't care. Don't want to
what's
know
Funny
hard.
to
it.
put
I'm
five
going to go
targets like
smack.
Aaron after
I'm
one
going
game.
to go smack teams every game. I don't care if we're playing City. Don't care if we're playing Chelsea.
5-2.
Don't care if we're playing Liverpool.
5-4.
I'm going to come with the mentality that I'm going to smash you. That's what I'm going for. I want to smash you. You can score 4. We will score 10. I will smash you. That's what I'll do. So, and I trust Donny. Honestly, I trust Donny. Defensively, he's probably better than them. In terms of passing, he's definitely better than them. Tenacity, slightly lower than Fred, more tenacious than McTominay. Physicality, bigger than Fred, smaller than McTominay. So he's we've always said this. He's the solution. So I think if Ollie really stuck to his words, there's no reason also why not to play this team. There's no.
And I do think this probably is the best team, but I do want to see McTominay. We see him a lot already, but I want to see him more progressive because I kind of feel like all is sleeping on a player there. We could have a really good player there who is he has a sense of presence to him, And if he's making those overlapping runs, if he's on the edge of the box, and if he can just improve his passing a little, I think we could have something special there. But let me not get ahead of myself. I do think that on paper, and in terms of what's proven, this is probably the best we can go with.
The only issue with McTominay is we need to play a DM with him because he's going to need to go forward to get the best use out of him. If we're using McTominay as just a defensive shield, he just gets a walk through, and it's just a joke. So we can't play a McTominay Pogba. Mason's in the form of his life. Sancho is looking like a really good player, and he's still finding his groove here as it stands, and he probably will find it very soon. I wouldn't be surprised if he just showed up against Newcastle, genuinely. So I don't know how you drop either of them to make space for Pogba going left wing. And suddenly it's just Pogba playing DM with McTominay. Yeah. I think the only argument for this not being our best exile is genuinely Rashford. That's it. Rashford for Mason. That's the only thing. That's a coin flip, genuinely.
I think the argument is trying to fit it into Ole's ideology, and he's obsessed with this McFred pairing. And I think if he just compromises a little, maybe just puts Donny instead of Fred.
That's what I'm saying. If we play this midfield, I think our front three will be okay because in theory, it'll be Ronaldo and Cavani for centre forward. Then on the right wing, it can be Sancho and Mason, and then left wing, it can be Rashford and Martial. That's your rotation. It's not a hard thing. And the only way he can do that is if he has the balls, doesn't play Pogba left wing, drops him back into the midfield, allows him to be as free as Bruno though, and then screw it, play Donny. Why not?
One man. That's yeah. I want to see it because I think he has the potential. I want to see it.
I just want to see us go at teams now. Like this. Why can't this team play against Newcastle? Yeah. Like why shouldn't that midfield? That midfield can't boss Newcastle. I don't think. Even I would argue why can't that team boss City's midfield? What's the reason they can't boss it? What's the reason he can't boss Chelsea's midfield? Can't they? Might be the only reason. Can't boss it. But other than that,
it's one of the best midfields in the world on paper, genuinely.
Exactly. You gotta start dominating teams now. When we come to City or if we go to Chelsea or Liverpool from now on, we go there. Imagine we put that team out, and I'd be like, damn. If we had to put a team like this out against a big team, I'd be like, oh my, we are going for it.
Sadly, I just think we're never going to dominate teams, and not because we don't have the players. We probably have the best midfield to do that with these three. But I just think Ole doesn't like that. He's not into that. He wants to play a style where get the ball, move it, very direct. And in his mind, when he keeps saying we're playing attacking football, that's what he means. Like it's very direct. That's what he wants. And I just think kind of sucks because there's potential in this. But maybe you never know. Maybe we can still win things with.
I've always said Ole is a lucky manager. I'm just wondering if he's lucky enough where Scott is now injured, Fred was banned. Somehow he plays this midfield. We smacked Newcastle. We proper smacked them, and he's like, I'm just carry on. Let's just do this. Rotate the front three maybe now and then. And then all of a sudden, Ole's luck has stumbled him upon this team, which we've been saying to play for weeks and weeks and months and months and years and years. He's somehow, as always, as Ole is, luckily finds himself in the situation, and he's like, well, it works. Fair enough. Yeah. I'm a genius. And I'm like, and in the back of my head, I'll be laughing because I'm like, I told you this years ago, but it's fine. I'll be happy that because you're winning.
We'll see.
Kind of feel like, yeah. You can go, Clay. Were you gonna say something?
Oh no, I was just saying we'll see. That's it.
I kind of feel like Ole acts like what Brendan Rodgers Liverpool, where if he goes all out attack, which they did, then we would end up not making it because of our defense. But then I feel like if you are going to risk going all out attack, you have the best safety net in this back line because
You
it's
don't,
so
you don't even
good.
have to have Luke Shaw and Aaron go up anymore. Then you can just tell them don't go. Be like before they went up, you know, when they were just staying back that whole time. Just tell them
Defensive
to do that
master.
again. Exactly.
Midfield go.
Just from here onwards, you guys do whatever, and then you guys stay back. Luke Shaw can do it. Aaron's the best at it, and those centre backs are more than capable. Some would say those centre backs are capable enough to even do it without Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka.
It's one of the best in the world. They really are. This
There's
team
no
is stars.
excuse anymore.
I can't.
Do we really want that though? Do you really want to hold back Shaw and Wan-Bissaka?
No, it's
and
my team. I told you already. I'm going to smash teams. Don't care.
just
I'm
two
going
back.
to smash. Yeah, Varane, Maguire, you stay back with De Gea. The rest of you guys, bomb forward, go and destroy and smash teams. Especially a team like Newcastle. You know,
Yeah.
especially a team like Newcastle. I'll be disappointed if it's anything less than 3-0. I'll be like 3-0 minimum for this team. Because honestly, this team on paper, how many of City players walk into this team now?
How many of just Champions League players teams walk into this? Like not
Like-
many. Genuinely. You can't.
Probably you'll get a right back if some people want a right back. If someone would want Maguire replacement, and then some people, or if you play that,
Who do you replace Maguire with? Maguire is like only Van Dijk's really the person that you'd change him for in the world, basically.
Right.
Maguire is still a world class centre back at the end of the day. I know he has mistakes in him, but he's one of the best. And
Yeah, when he's
there's
playing
not
for
many
England.
players you can replace in this team and go, yeah, this is an upgrade. You would say it's about the same, really, in all honesty. There's no real players in the world of football right now that can walk into this team and instantly improve it anymore. There's
But
no.
that's where we have a conversation. Why, like, what happens
Yeah.
when Rashford comes back? You know, he
Exactly.
shouldn't just walk back into the team anymore. From now on, if you start for United, you have to deserve it.
You just can't. The skill is just
Literally,
well based right now.
it took someone like Ronaldo just to walk straight into the team. That was you walked into the
Yeah.
team because you're Ronaldo. That's it.
That's it.
And that's a boot.
Like I was listening to Flex speak, and he had an opinion that I've kind of always had. Is that no team is perfect, and we United or Ole, but then we United fans have been start speaking like that now because we have a manager who acts like he has to have the perfect team to win everything. But what team is ever perfect from the goalkeeper to striker? It doesn't really exist, And this team is close to perfect as you can get, really. So all it needs to buckle up and make it look.
Yeah. I think that's
One
the
thing
only-
that you need is team. You need a
Every
Rice or an
team-
Aditi, and
Exactly.
you're done. And
That's
you're the best team that's like ever graced the football pitch. Honestly, it doesn't get better.
Yeah.
You get a solid DM. This is the best squad
Yeah, get a
ever
DM,
combined,
that's
basically.
Get like a
Like, I can't.
GG's.
It's done. There's no one in the world that's walking into that team ever again. I'll never hear this team versus team argument again. Where
Yeah.
it's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
maybe Kane over
Obviously,
Ronaldo.
we-
Yeah,
we-
sure. Tell me how.
Obviously, we haven't done any big previews yet, big
Exactly.
team previews yet, because we usually do a combined 11. But I'm
Oh,
very,
okay.
I'm very interested to see when we do eventually do it. What the combined 11s will start to be. Because all of a sudden, usually it was like maybe when we started the RDA, it was like 9 opposition players get in. Then the next season of the RDA, it was like almost 50-50. All of a sudden, it's like, don't know who gets into this team.
90%.
Exactly. So yeah.
Okay, Chelsea will have a conversation.
I say arguably one
One probably.
if you don't rate Donny in that
Any
position.
Newcastle players get into the team?
Sean wants
No.
stuff.
He nearly got into the actual team for United.
Oh, Darlow. The truth.
Like I'm convinced that all doesn't win the league with this team. Bringing Declan Rice next year won't make a difference.
No,
You
but
would-
I said this. I would have said if we didn't get Ronaldo, I would have had the same mentality. We got the perfect team. I'd be like, I don't back it. I don't back Oli to do it. And I'm still skeptical. But you're lucky you got literally the player who I watched ring up, who has done it by himself. who has won games and has won trophies by himself. So oof, you can't do it with him and with this team. Just retire, pack your bags, get out of the club. Say you
Go back to
resigned.
Norway, have some fun.
Exactly. Retire. It'll be good. It'll be good. But gentlemen, looking at that team, I think that's the team everyone in every United fan's heart wants to see this weekend.
Yeah.
I think if Oli puts up that team this weekend,
It's going down.
it'll be beautiful. And that team, touchwood, that team lose against Newcastle and give me heart attacks. I will cry. I will cry when we do our match reaction. And like I said, I will give Ali his 10 if he can lose this game this weekend. But no matter, I don't even know how you can mess up the team, even with Scott or even Fred's banned anyway. So even if you play Scott, I don't know, Matic, I don't even know. You play Phil Jones, I don't know. Just like it's almost impossible.
Yeah. At that point, this squad's way too good. There's no excuses. I don't want to hear anything. We somehow lose to Newcastle. I want to sack in the morning. No doubt. Sacked right in the morning.
Yeah. But gentlemen, it's time for the big question as well. The big question. I have a feeling this could get out of hand very quickly. So,
Yes.
try not make it out of hand, if you can. But I don't want to go first.
I don't mind.
I'm gonna take the piss for the sake of taking the piss.
It's not going to go out of hand because it's 5-0.
Okay.
Fits in a hand. Nobody appreciates my puns.
5, no.
Oh.
Oh my god.
We have
Just
to
to
smash
be
it.
fair.
There's
Just to be
nothing.
fair, I wanna go 7-0.
Oh my god.
There is no room for not smacking this team sideways. This was relegation fodder from last season. We beat them 4-1 last season.
You know what happens every time with the RDA when we do this? That happens when we get excited, when we give them the benefit of the doubt.
Honestly, I'm moving into the
What
darkness now.
happens?
I'm hiding.
We get humbled the same weekend. We get humbled. We get smacked by reality. We're like, oh, are we actually this bad? Like, why are we this bad? Why? What's wrong with Odd? Like, all of a sudden, Phil Jones is playing this weekend. Like, what? Why? How did you mess this up? Ollie. Oh god. But you know what? I don't know how many times I've said this is his last chance. Because every time it's his last chance, something spectacular happens after that. We get Ronaldo. Oh, here's Bruno. Oh, there's Sancho. Oh, here's Varane. I was like, okay, fine, fair enough. One more chance. Just get it. One more chance. But I don't know. 5, 7, 6. Phew.
Keep them hats in. You know what you need to do.
Um,
2 up or 2 down. You decide.
No. I think we will win the game. I think we'll get 3 goals for sure. Ronaldo will definitely get a goal. I have a funny feeling Bruno's gonna somehow steal the party this weekend. I don't know. I just have a weird feeling Bruno's gonna steal the party, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm Bruno. Hello, Ballon d'Or guy. But
Exactly.
and then if Varane plays, I have to. When Varane plays, you just don't get seats. So yeah, it is what it is. It's Rafael Varane.
What a boy.
I think 3-0 will win this game comfortably, easy. I think Ronaldo will get his goal. I think Bruno will do Bruno things, and if Mason plays, Mason will do his thing. So minimum 3 goals. Like Ronaldo's basically a goal guaranteed every game.
Yep.
Between Bruno, Sancho, and Pogba, also somehow guaranteed a goal a game there. Mason in his form is guaranteed you a goal a game. So minimum 3 goals should happen. Ronaldo will score 1. Between Sancho, Pogba, and Bruno, they will have to create 1, and Mason also guaranteed a goal. So there you go. And then you still have Cavani. You still got Martial on the bench. So woof.
Imagine Cavani comes off the bench, scores a hat-trick just to ruin Ronaldo's day. Oh,
I'd
the scene.
laugh. Like we could be 3-0 up. Cavani on second half. Newcastle's lost their heads.
Let's
Hat-trick
just-
Cavani. From next week we see Cavani starting.
Oh, no. No. That's how Oli screws it up. That's how he
Yeah, I think that's how Oli screws it up. I think quite honestly the only way Oli screws it up is if we don't get our Ronaldo start. If he's on the bench this week, and then you're like, oh my god, like what? What are you doing? You know how many people will be disappointed. They'll catch a quick because the Ronaldo fanboys moved to us last week. They watched the first United game just to see what we're getting into. Then they seen Fred and they were like, oh no, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. So there's lots of eyes on Manchester United. And hopefully you guys don't see what we've been watching. Hopefully everything changes now all of a sudden. So hopefully you don't see what we've been watching for the last couple of years. But yeah, anyways, boys. 7-5 no. Woof. Could
Ronaldo doesn't start. Ronaldo doesn't start. We lose 2-1.
I don't even think that happened because
Changes
if
the
you had to
thing.
bring Ronaldo on, he could win you the game as soon as he walks on. Like
That's true.
that's what he does. Like you could be 1-0 down, 2 minutes to go.
Luke Shaw,
Ronaldo, goal, done. There's the game over. That's how Ronaldo operates. So.
No.
Oof, boys. Roll on the weekend. Gonna be wearing the Ronaldo shirt. Gonna have a beer with me, maybe a monster, and some snacks. Gonna watch this team play. Ollie, United, don't disappoint us. Like, don't think about it. Don't you even think about somehow ruining it this weekend. And if you do, I must upload it. I think I'll laugh instead of crying. I'll cry on the inside, but I'm just gonna laugh how you did it. But anyways,
It'll be impressive.
is there anything else you guys want to say?
Nothing more really. Just raring to go.
Yeah, this is Ronaldo's Premier League title right now, and I don't know how we mess this up. We need to smack Newcastle right here, right now. It's a statement game, Ollie.
Statement game.
Show them now that you have your players that you're a good coach. You're a good coach. You let them go express themselves. Go have fun, Ollie. We believe in you. Go smack the team.
As easy as that is. Anyways, everyone, if you did enjoy the video, smash a like, subscribe if you're new, pray for Moloto because you got smashed by his exam, so it is what it is. But anyways, we'll see you this weekend for a hopeful, great match reaction. But it'll be great either way. It'll be great even if we win, and it'll be great if we lose. I'll tell you that much. Like, if we lose, it'll be great as well. You expect it. But anyways, I'll check you all very, very soon. Also, let me know in the comment section below how many of you guys put Cristiano Ronaldo in your fantasy Premier League team. I'm just curious. And we'll check you all this weekend.